All right, we is in this mother fucker. Fuck that shit. Hey, bro, this is Ascension Ave. I'm Yaya. You know what I'm saying? Certified wellness coach, master life coach, shaman, such and such and such and such. You see all my friends behind me, Mikey. What up, nigga? You know what I'm saying? But hey, that shit, y'all don't see Rufus. You know what I'm saying? But Ascension Ave here. Mainly the things that I wanted to speak about today. It's been an ongoing lesson. Shit, the learning never stops. You know what I'm saying? What has been currently out on my cards. I will show it to you, but the camera might move. You want to see it? All right, let's go. We can see it. Anyway, yeah. You can't see everything, but one of the things is conquering fear, and just me personally. What I wanted to speak about and or say was just compassion. You know what I'm saying? So, I know my camera may be a little crooked. That's okay. It's alright. This ain't about that shit today. I got something to tell your ass. You know what I'm saying? Cause that ties into the actual compassion. With the conquering fear, like I don't operate in that shit. Meaning, I haven't been grounded. You know what I'm saying? Which was being, so to speak, in my own little world. I need to make sure I look at the camera so it shows up that I'm looking directly at your ass whenever I'm talking. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But no, those were the two main things that I wanted to just probably read a little card to you about, so that you can actually get the book definition. I'll say a little bit of shit, you know what I'm saying? And I'd say, I don't operate in that fear shit, you know what I'm saying? But I had to learn compassion. It was just on my Facebook that it was 2 years ago on yesterday, or around this same time frame that I was in Washington D.C. And that's where I was getting my certification from Show. You know what I'm saying? But while I was there, I woke up from a dream that was, the only thing I got from the dream was Madison. So like I went into class, it was myself and like 4 or 5 other ladies and whatnot. Hello, you know what I'm saying? But I class had started and it had popped back into my head. So I'm like, hey, excuse me, you know, before I forget, does the name Madison mean anything to anybody? You know what I'm saying? And ultimately, one of the ladies was like, okay, well, that's the name of my niece that I've been meaning to check on and just make sure that she's okay. But then there's another young lady. And from what I heard, I don't know for sure, this was one of the individuals that started the Black Lives Matter. She was like, well, yeah, that was the name of the place that I was going to take you to. So she was like, yep, that's been confirmed and shit. So I'm like, I bet. So we ended up going. We had did like a whole Oshun ritual. My bad, Oshun's over here on the other side of the camera and shit. They got the statue is in the back, but one of the real live ones was right here. You know what I'm saying? You are the company that you keep. Yeah. So, but we had did a ritual and shit. We ended up showing up to an individual that was a son of Oshun. You know what I'm saying? And me and this individual, we learned a lot from each other, so on and so forth. The main thing that I take away from it, or took away from it, without taking your ass all the way around the fucking world and shit, is compassion. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, and how to show up. You know, or how I showed up. My main shit for the compassion was my MO. You know what I'm saying? My fucking foundation for reality here in this matrix. Nigga, get the fuck out. How do we get the fuck out? How do we not come back to this bitch again? You know what I'm saying? That was always my focus. Why? Because we all feel pain. You know what I'm saying? And or a lot of the times the love we may give out, we may feel like the shit is not being reciprocated. Or this relationship isn't working. Or I'm not getting my own worth and my own fucking value from said shit. Okay, so, you know, I had already went through the lady's book. You know what I'm saying? I had already did the chakras and the yoga poses and fuck with the crystals and all that shit. So I was really personally taking it as a fucking, you know what I'm saying, chance to get away. Like, shit, I need a break. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to, like, let me just get the fuck out of the state. Because anytime you move somewhere, like, boom, there's a whole bunch of new things to see. So ultimately, this is a chance for the mind to be able to reset itself. You know what I'm saying? Wow, you're seeing different shit. You know, this is something that is unknown. There's limitless possibilities, so to speak. So, in this lesson and the compassion, because even from my father, right? Boom, work. It's always something to be done. You know, that's how basically I was raised. You know, but he's been successful in his work and his path. So, you know, that was ingrained in myself. But it still felt as if no one understood me. You know what I'm saying? No one understood all this other shit. And as I continued to learn, fuck them. It's not for them to fucking understand. That's why my shit kind of led to this compassion. I've had to learn this word and its applications in like 6, 7, 8 different variations. You know what I'm saying? Which is, this is who in the fuck I am. Yes, all this cursing. Hey, I know what curses is. I break them bitches. You know what I'm saying? Then the only real curse is to damn somebody somewhere. I'm not doing none of that shit. So if you're stuck on just the words that I'm saying, this shit is not for you. That's some of my compassion of being who in the fuck I am. Why? Because they're gonna talk about you when you're doing good. They're gonna talk about you when you're doing bad. So, even in myself, for me to show up as a wellness coach, as a healer, I took the shit personally. You know what I'm saying? Which is, I'm having these individuals in which I'm choosing to show up to help an individual on their path, to help an individual on the things that they may not know what it is or how in the fuck to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So I take that shit personally. You know what I'm saying? Why? I feel like that's my motherfucking purpose in life. That's my goddamn comfort zone around all of these niggas. Y'all might not know who half of these niggas is. I do. I love them. I cuss they fucking ass out. Why? Because I curse at myself. I've been hard on myself. So, bitch, you don't get no fucking special treatment. You are me. Or they're a reflection of an aspect of myself. And they know my heart. So I'm not trying to put on a fucking mask to deal with myself. So if you can't deal with that, I'm not the person for you. Thank you. So this is part of my compassion for my motherfucking self. So I'm not stressed out whenever it's time for me to deal with the next person or for me to take this shit personally. That an individual wasn't ready to look at themselves and deal with the truth of the matter. I just had another young lady that asked for my help, and I've been instructed that, hey, if I set a price, hypothetically $100, and they come with $98, they told me don't take that shit, and I'm like, huh? You know, the real me is like, yeah, because I've been dealing with that, which is not getting my full worth and my full value for the fucking work that I'm gonna goddamn do. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, I heard it, but I guess it might have slipped my mind. So I worked with this individual for months. You know what I'm saying? I told her why I was gonna give her a discounted price. You know what I'm saying? I had a side hustle that I was investing in, and I had got paid from the side hustle, so it's okay. I just want to do this work. I'm gonna help you out. I got a way to offset it. I went against myself and my own values and boundaries, which is, hypothetically, if I say $100 and you ain't got $100, don't do the shit. So I'm still learning. You know what I'm saying? This is still the compassion for myself. Ultimately, what happened was, because if I set a price, hey bro, you don't know where in the fuck we gotta go. You don't know the part of yourself that we're gonna have to deal with, and or how this energy may come up and come out. I'm not your average namaste nigga. That is not my shit. You know what I'm saying? Which is, to me, I know chakras. You know what I'm saying? Even the young lady that certified me, she just got a motherfucking Lifetime Achievement Award within the past year. You know what I'm saying? But I asked her, I was like, well, do do you distinguish between the front side and the back side of the chakras? She was like, no, I just deal with them as a whole. Bet, that is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? But I noticed just different things, you know, which is different ways to skin a cat, so to speak. So I say this just to say that in my mind, there are things that are deeper. Why? Because there was still shit that I had to fucking work on, even though I had already took this lady's class. You know, I'll sum the shit up for you with the compassion shit. I had already took the class. I had already went through all the motherfucking chakras. I was already telling everybody else about this shit, but for some reason, there was still outside influences affecting me. I still don't wear a fucking mask. If I was outside right now doing this shit, I wouldn't have a fucking mask on. There's some spiritual shit into that. Go look at Panic shit. Brother Panic, occult lectures. You know what I'm saying? How to leave this bitch and not fucking come back again. You niggas about what that shit is, a 19-hour lecture damn near. I'm on like the 13th hour, you know what I'm saying? Trying to put that shit in. Anyway, but he'll explain it in a scientific method, which is in another book, which I got on my fucking living room counter. But that's what that man does. He's a lecturer in that way. I have no intentions of trying to reinvent the wheel. You know what I'm saying? But I took the class, I did all of this other shit. You know what I'm saying? But still, this lesson of compassion, I've already worked on my heart. You know what I'm saying? I've already done the rituals and shit to heal my fucking heart and to release the past. But there was still, so to speak, some triggers. Motherfucker being able to push a button and I react instead of properly responding to the situation. So, with my client or the individual that I was helping out recently, that didn't pay me all of my money, you know what I'm saying? Which is what I agreed to, trying to help someone, you know, but I was instructed not to do that. So at the end of the day, it was at one time frame, I asked her, it was months had passed. Well, how do you feel? You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, I feel like a woman, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm happy within myself. I paraphrase a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But she was ecstatic about the improvements that were being made. She was ecstatic about the changes in her reality. She was a spiritual person as well. I don't want to give too much, you know what I'm saying? That's not everybody's business. I'm just talking about what the fuck I went through. You know what I'm saying? And being transparent. All that good corny shit. So anyway, yeah. So after this individual said this, the individual got to, okay, well, I want to meditate. I want to such and such and such and such. All right, bet. Give her some, you know, tools to do on that, some more reading. Now, I also gave her some of the reading because I'm a certified Energy for Life wellness coach. I'm the Caroline Shola Ariwa. You know what I'm saying? So I told her, hey, go get the book. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't hold your hand. You know what I'm saying? I can lead, like they say, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. I can lead you right where the fuck, but you facing your own shit, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a coach. Even if I'm a coach to a basketball player, nigga, you still need to go out and fucking play the game your goddamn self. Otherwise, everything that I have to tell you is not gonna be processed. You have to experience this shit. So we're experiencing something from the unknown. So, all right, boom. All right, she hit me back a couple of days later. Oh, okay, well, I'm hearing noises and shit. I'm hearing music and shit go off in the background. It's bands playing. It's dragons talking to me. All this other shit. I'm like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, this individual, she was like, well, I don't know. I'm scared. And I know whenever I go into my mind that I create good things and negative things. Bet, that's the whole fucking point of this shit. We have to filter out whatever is causing you to create these negative things. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever this fear is. So boom, that's why I have the conquering fear. You know, to kind of bring us up to where the fuck we at today. You know what I'm saying? To you know, combat this false evidence appearing real. So, all right, cool. She ended up, all right, well, I'm gonna take more notes. But the next time, all right, I have another client. You might see her on my other channels. Miss Kiera, yeah, that's who's in the background, yeah. Compassion, Oshun shit, still heart chakra. Anyway, so She even had an emotional outburst. I'm like, hey man, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? This is different, or this is a change. I'm an individual that loves death, or like I said, how to die and not come back to this bitch. Why? Because it's guaranteed to everybody down here. You know what I'm saying? What's gonna happen after we die? Where are we gonna go? Are we gonna fucking come back and have to start over with a baby brain? Type shit. So anyway, I even noticed this in her. You know what I'm saying? So we talked about it, went through it beautifully. And so later on that day, boom, here come the other client. Oh, you ain't it. Whoa. Time out. What the fuck is this? Something has changed in the emotions, in our communication, and how things are being reciprocated. You know what I'm saying? What was this? So I tried to speak to her and get more information. You know what I'm saying? But wasn't nothing coming back out. Basically, all right, and even prior to this, my last shit, if you're on this channel, go look at the blackout exhibit. Boom, so the blackout, let me explain this shit. Blacking out, everything happens for a reason. You know what I'm saying? It's just knowing why. So blacking out is something that just stops you in your tracks. You know what I'm saying? A certain type of a fear. You know what I'm saying? So my seer, I got another seer. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my nigga, his name used to be Traffic. I ain't gonna say his name on this shit. That's not what he does. I don't know if he won't do that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out my nigga Traffic. But I haven't spoke to him as much because whenever you're in your own lane, there is no traffic. So that's why I ain't spoke to his ass. He did what the fuck he was supposed to do. But he been told me my aura is a blob and a sponge. You know what I'm saying? It's one of my natural gifts. If this shit is around me, I'm gonna pick it up and I'm gonna get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? That's just how my energy does. So that's why I had to be better with setting my boundaries and still have compassion and shit. I still want to help, but one of the cards that's out right now is depletion, which is I can help you, but if I'm fucked up, I can't serve from an empty cup. I have to replenish myself. So anyway, the young lady and the whole blacking out fear, ultimately. So even with this other young lady, the emotional outburst is because in reality, a lot of the times we got fucking tiptoe. Oh, I can't say this or I can't do that. Fuck that. Who is the fuck gonna tell me any goddamn different? I'm not that nigga that's gonna motherfucking wait for a law to be passed for me to have my own fucking freedoms. Or ask somebody else for my own shit. Motherfuckers got the power dynamic fucked up in this bitch. I'm a nigga that motherfucking want our people, which is individuals that are about soul growth. You know what I'm saying? And individuals that may look like myself. And I'm not here to judge no race because the outer melanin doesn't depict the inner melanin. Some of us niggas is just having an experience in whiteface. So I'm not even caught up on that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's love. Most of these individuals that make these books and shit that we read and get this knowledge from may be white people or whatever their ethnicity may be. That's not none of my shit. Anyway, so, excuse me, yeah, shit coming out. So, but please excuse me, you know, people may operate differently. So, even with this blacking out, the fear, you know, so boom, I was still attracting this with this young lady. And so boom, I had to set these boundaries because by the time it reached some fear or something that was unknown, motherfucker just went left on me. I'm the person that's supposed to be helping you, and now you're accusing me of all of these things. So the compassion for myself is I know myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna beat myself up and what the fuck, I'm supposed to be here on earth because of someone else. I can accept the fact that everyone is not gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me read you these shits. So this is the card. I might take a picture. This is out of the Archangel Metatron's Oracle deck. I ain't gonna take a picture. Fuck that. That's too much. I don't feel like editing this. Take it how you get it. You know what I'm saying? But out of the book. So 17. The card just says, fear makes you feel small, fragile, threatened, and unable to take the next steps. You may also feel isolated, and yet you are not alone. Many angels surround you wishing to help. So it says, and it's a little lengthy and shit, but right, if you don't want to spend time on understanding yourself and all, this shit is not for you. So I digress. Now it says, so often though, you forget to call on them, and then when you do ask, you doubt that they have heard. And so you ask again and again, weakening your own faith that they are actually there. Yet, angels have been around you since you were first born. First born. They heralded your arrival, have celebrated your successes, and tried to pick you up when you have failed or been hurt or needed their care and love. They remind you that you have already accomplished and conquered many things and have always survived and grown stronger. This new fear around you now has arisen out of your own shadow. It is the side of you that mistakenly thinks it keeps you safe by staying exactly where you are, never trying anything new and always maintaining the status quo. It is, however, an illusion. These feelings and negative voices in your head, I was talking about what she was hearing in her head, say, I can't or I won't, are just an energetic block that can be broken through by proclaiming, I can and I will. That which seems so difficult now needs to be taken a step at a time, broken down into achievable chunks and made comfortable to you, so you can cross each stepping stone with growing confidence and trust. Metatron sends his angelic helpers. They will stay with you day and night, urging you on, taking each step with you, yet not doing it for you. Hold on, let me read this shit again. They will stay with you day and night, urging you on, taking each step with you, yet not doing it for you. Since you need to instigate each one yourself. They are here because you have called out for help. And so they responded as they always do. Shit, I spit a little bit, my bad. Feel their presence around you now. Let them help you breathe into your fear and allow it to dissolve into light. See the safety net they have placed underneath you. You will not be allowed to fall, but long before you even would have fallen to the net, you would have found out that you can fly. Feeling the safety of blue light around you and the care of your angelic helpers, know that you can do what is asked of you now. It may be a new job, a new life stage, leaving the safety of home, learning something new, or traveling somewhere different. Our fears are understood and can be healed. No fear is too small or too great to bring up now for healing. Ask what it is that you are truly frightened of. And some of you will hear my own shadow as the response. Make peace with the parts of you that have been programmed to feel fear. Some fear is instinctive and some is learned from social and family patterns. That's why I say, hey, I learned the shit myself, but it was these outside influences that kept fucking with me. You know, and I had a bunch of karmic ties or individuals around me that didn't fucking want the best for me. You know what I'm saying? No, I have no judgment for them. We're just in different places. You know, and in our life path, it's okay. It's always love. You know, so some may also have come in from past life experience, karmic shit. But no fear is incapable of being healed with angelic support and light. So, now is the moment for you to face your own fear. See it actually smaller than you thought it was. Take action. Create positive energy around it. And take that first step away from it. Doing so will give you a sense of achievement and pride. Congratulations and a pat on the back to you. Do it today. You will feel better for doing so. So bet, even in myself. Why? Because I take responsibility for all of this shit that is within myself and around myself. So boom, with this fear, taking the first steps today, here we go with another motherfucking video from Ascension App. It's been a while. I know you missed me. I missed you. So boom, that's the fear. right? You know what I'm saying? So, the compassion that I spoke about, because even in myself, learning this lesson, the shit took damn near 2 years. Why? Compassion for myself. Why? Because although this individual may have felt this way, that shit ain't got nothing to do with me. So I'm not finna be all fucked up mentally and stop what the fuck it is that I do. You know what I'm saying? Because I had a bad review. Give a fuck. That's on that person. You know, how do I know? I had to ask my spirit guides or ask whatever for affirmation, and that's what came out. You know what I'm saying? But I also can recognize that and just how my reality is moving. Anyway, so the part about the compassion, I wanted to speak about compassion, you know, before this situation even happened. You know what I'm saying? So whenever these cards were out, some of my cards that wasn't out for a while, they were back in a box, and I got to get rid of a box outside right now, was actually my Earth Warriors. Yeah. Spiritual warriors is healers. Still fucking spiritual warfare going on. How in the fuck I'm supposed to be in warfare? You want me to be all meek and mild and shit? Nah, bitch, we got work to do. You know what I'm saying? That's how a nigga really feel on the inside. And guess what? Anger gets shit done. You know what I'm saying? And that was where I came from. You know what I'm saying? And I embraced that aspect of myself. Why? The shit I had to do wasn't fucking pretty. You know what I'm saying? The shit I had to deal with in the face, shit was not fucking easy. You know what I'm saying? So, no, this is just me. I've been through too fucking much. But guess what? Without going through some shit, how can I empathize with the next person? How can I say that I've been there before, or I truly understand? You know what I'm saying? To whom much is given, much is required. So I digress, not really. But boom, the Earth Warriors deck. So I pulled the card up out of this bitch. Hold on, let me get a little bit of oxygen in this bitch. And the card was Alakoa or Alakoa. Focus. However you say the name, but look at the card. That thing fire. It's beautiful. Okay. So boom, number 34. Alakoa. Alright, where you at? Alright. Spirit of the Warrior came out. Yeah. That's what the fuck I resonated with. You know what I'm saying? Because Black lives matter. All these lives matter. You know what I'm saying? But how in the fuck do we actually solve some shit besides going and asking a motherfucker, besides going and asking the slave master to do some shit for us? It's hot outside, master. Can we have Saturday off? Get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? So, that's just my normal state of being. Why? Because I don't like to see nobody fucking suffer. You go and slap my mama, bitch, I'ma fucking kill you. Damn, that's where my feelings and shit is at. Passion is just gonna come right the fuck out. You know, which is my love for my mama. You know what I'm saying? Which is love for myself. You know what I'm saying? Because we're all one, right? Now, if we're all one, ain't none of us free until we all free. So, shit, I feel everybody else shit. I'm just the nigga that's gonna say it. Fuck this tiptoeing shit. Because that turns into repressed anger. And I had to work on that shit for years. Trying to tiptoe for a motherfucker that don't give a fuck about me. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? When I was over here hurting and alone, wasn't nobody to fuck over here. So do I take that out on everybody else? No. I had to learn compassion. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. Business relationships, personal relationships. Why? Because they don't fucking know themselves. They don't know how to goddamn love themselves. So, back to the spirit of the warrior. Alright, so it says, though you yearn for peace, you recognize that without truth, genuine peace can never be. Even if it triggers an upheaval of transformation. Yeah. The need to set things right is strong in you. This is the inner drive of the spiritual warrior. The compelling soul need to uphold truth, goodness, and justice. You will fight for these things because that is your way. Spirit warrior. Hey, I always said Dragon Warrior, Kung Fu Panda 3. Only way to master your craft is to teach it. I can kill a nigga real good, or I can cause some type of transformation. You know what I'm saying? Within self and within this other shit. But boom, sharing said gift and or light. That's where I've been at. And to do that, I had to learn compassion. Stay with me, stay with me. So, says trust, see and feel the positive impact that you are making in the world. You are relentless, and the divine is within you. All right, now it says in a reading, do not give up. If you feel hopeless, despair, defeat, or frustration, and you wonder if it is really worth it, place your mind in your heart and your heart in awareness of what it is that is inspiring you. Do you feel alone on your quest? Look for the legions of beings in spirit and upon the earth that fight alongside you. You see some of these niggas back here now. Hey, this ain't even all the niggas. Well, I got a whole plethora of these. Yeah, I have a whole plethora or a whole heap of these motherfuckers around and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. Legions of beings in spirit and upon the earth that fight alongside you. Fearless and ferocious with love. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Be uplifted by your fellow spirit warriors, beloved one. Feel the joy of their love and unity with you. You have access to the divine power that conquers any obstacle, wins every battle. I got something for your ass. You know, and secures every victory. All right, the spiritual guidance. Okay, it says, from the fierce Hawaiian Koa tradition of warriors comes the word Alakoa, which means to cultivate the spirit of the warrior. Inherent in this code is service to a cause greater than the individual ego. I had a fight with a chick, ego. You know what I'm saying? You saying that my intuition? Yes, that shit is fucking wrong. Why? You ain't did all of this same work. This is the main battle that you gotta fucking deal with, your ego. It's your fucking worst enemy as well as your best friend. Cause what? I don't fucking deserve to motherfucking sleep out on the street. You know what I'm saying? I deserve better. But guess what? Don't none of this shit matter. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I have slept on the fucking street. In a brand new car. Paid for. That was of the year's date. Paid for. Fuck it. I'm finna sleep on the street. Why? Because I felt more understood right there. Anyway, so, but that was just ego. You know what I'm saying? Balancing that shit. That, I think I know this and you don't know what the fuck I done studied and where the fuck I done been at. It's my job to take your ass there and keep your ass calm and sane while you go through it. But it's okay. This fear and the ego make you a fucking lash out. And it's just, hey, it's okay. That's just what you got in you. So the compassion to myself, that ain't got shit to do with me. So how am I gonna show up? Laugh at that shit. Not in the fact that, you know what I'm saying, I don't care, but it's funny. You know what I'm saying? It's not nothing that serious about this particular situation. It's false evidence appearing real. You know what I'm saying? So, for the Earth Warrior, that means a community cause or country. For the Spirit Warrior, service is to higher consciousness itself. Not to you. Because guess what? No, that's my job to take somebody there. Don't tell me how to do my job. That means you can do my shit better than me. And if you can, beautiful. Do your shit. But you came to me for help. You know what I'm saying? And I'm doing my best. And that's why I'm here. That's why even no, nigga, I ain't set this shit up. That's how my shit look in the background every fucking day until I choose to move this shit. And each one of those individuals back there, I went through my own personal lessons with these niggas. If you don't know what these niggas is, these are the lessons that's gotta be learned. It's okay, we keep going. Anyway, consciousness itself. For the Spirit Warrior, love is the inspiration, the purpose for the battle, and the only way to win the war. Joy is a sign that the Spirit Warrior is tuned into source. For that is the frequency which lets us know when we are in the divine presence, or in divine presence. As soon as we are in the grip of darkness, joy disappears. Although the spirit warrior will experience emotions such as anger, grief, and fear, there is recognition that the ability to conquer lies in the present moment, and that fear comes from negative fantasies about the future. In disciplining the mind and nurturing the soul with the spiritual light, the spirit warrior learns how to manage emotional content so that it becomes possible to be fully present. The spirit warrior doesn't have a violent soul, but does have a powerful energy and a great need to put that energy to good use as an effective action-oriented presence for higher consciousness on earth. The spirit warrior within you needs to feel that your life is dedicated to something meaningful and magnificent, to witness the positive difference that you are creating through your actions. Don't allow others to stop you from unleashing this beautiful divine masculine spirit power in your mind. And you know what I'm saying? Your soul and our world. We need you. We need men and women who can surrender to the guiding wisdom of a higher power and get things done. The moment you deny yourself the right to be bold, present, practical, and engaged with the world through your spiritual truth, your mind has begun repressing the warrior energy within you. So my bad, I ain't been making as many videos and whatnot while I was dealing with this energy. Hopefully you can tie everything I've said together and it'll make sense for you. You know what I'm saying? So maybe it's your own mind that tells you that you shouldn't make waves. Maybe I shouldn't speak like this. Maybe I shouldn't be motherfucking cussing on my own motherfucking channel that I motherfucking created to express my own motherfucking truths. Why? Because it may rub someone the wrong way. Good, bitch. Rub the fuck out yourself. Get the fuck on if you ain't about this shit. I'm not here to cater to that bullshit. I'm here to get some work done for individuals that really want it. From a nigga that's really about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Look, please, I'll show you more the more that we talk. You know what I'm saying? So, or that being spiritual means never causing a ruckus, or that you should just be peaceful and let go. Even though you know it is your heart and not your ego that is crying out for you to hold on. Maybe others are saying you feel too much or you should protect yourself and switch off from worrying about things that you can't change. Let your voracious, I said that shit right, voracious? Let your voracious warrior soul gobble up such lies and use them to intensify your passionate willingness to act. So even with said client, boom, beauty and everything. That was the irritation and shit that I needed to get on this motherfucking camera today and speak to you guys. So I'm not upset. You know what I'm saying? This is compassion for myself. Why? Because I don't even want you around me. Why? I don't deserve that. The shit that was said to me, I was threatened in multiple ways. I was threatened by spiritual means and by earthly means. And what was my response? It's okay, I understand. Still trying to give her the meaning, just like I'm giving it to you guys. Yes, I've been reading still. All of this shit fucking none of this shit was fucking good enough. All this, but this is what I signed up for. You know what I'm saying? And it was still, it's okay. I'll call you tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker wasn't trying to hear shit. You know what I'm saying? But is that gonna stop me what the fuck I'm supposed to do? It hurt? Yeah. Cause one, you done talked about me. You done tried to hit me below the belt. You know what I'm saying? But, excuse me. If you try to repress the bold, dynamic vitality of the spirit warrior within, then it cannot function as it is meant to and becomes distorted. Signs of distorted warrior energy include the eruption into inexplicable aggression towards others. Damn, that's what the other person had, right? Towards others, with cold judgment and scathing criticism, or towards yourself in self-defeating, self-sabotaging, self-harming behaviors, in violent dreams and in feelings of having one's hands tied, needing to do something and yet feeling held back. If joy isn't cultivated, then the warrior energy can become dark and coercive, where despair leads to loss of integrity, and the ends justify any means. True spirit warriors eschew such spiritual lawlessness. I don't fuck with that shit. I've had other talks, you know what I'm saying? It's still a moral compass. You know what I'm saying? Cause I ain't gonna fuck you up. Just whatever that bullshit that you send to me, I'ma send that shit right the fuck back. Why? I gotta defend myself. Why? Because I'm supposed to help other people. So please, I don't give a fuck who you is. If you don't like what the fuck I'm doing and you feel like there's a reason to fucking tear my shit down, bitch, I'm ready to fight. And guess what? I've already won. So play with yourself if you want to, because I'm gonna just fuck your shit up. Why? Because I'm gonna send all that shit that you felt towards me back at your own ass. And guess what? It's gonna help you grow too. Yeah. So, they have compassion for all people. You see how this shit comes together? Look at it. Won't he do it? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Especially those tainted by the forces of hate. They know that it is lower consciousness that they are fighting against, and that the people damaged by it are in need of spiritual truth and fierce compassion. So how was my reaction? The shit ain't sitting well with me? No, because what? You were being mean to me. You were trying to discredit me, put me down like I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But won't he do it? Anyway, so if a spirit warrior tries to fight from a place of despair and darkness, doubt and hate, the battle will become destructive to their soul. When you fight for love, no homo, you know what I'm saying? We'll talk about that one in a different one. But it's all love here, you know what I'm saying? From a place of joy, spirit warrior, the battle opens your beautiful, fierce heart. It uplifts your mind and empowers your soul with the might of divine grace that accomplishes all pursuits and wins every war. So, it's already won, though. Don't fuck with me. So, all right, just for you guys that have heard this, all right, the healing process, just for this shit that it says in the book, state your warrior's creed aloud. Say that shit. I'm black and I'm proud. No, I'm black. So, the enemy shall never grip me. I shall not be overcome. I'm led and protected by the greatness, by the greatest of all spirit warriors who leads love's army. My steps in the world are fierce with compassion and love in action. I waver not, for I am a conqueror over darkness, spirits born and empowered by the sacred. I embody the truth for which I fight. I am defended, uplifted, and renewed. My hands are ever open to the replenishing power of grace. Great Spirit delivers all necessary might. Divine love's prophecy is read, spoken, enacted in all realms. If love has not yet won, then the battle is not yet over. And so I rise. Healing is complete. Yeah. So, the shit started off with some compassion. It ended with compassion. Had a little bit of fear in there. We had to address that fucking fear. With, hey, we still got some angels right there. It's got to be balanced. The nighttime is just as important as the day. So, hey, you might have some demons around this bitch too. Why? Because you got 72 demons of the Goetia, as well as 72 angels. I'm just bringing some of them out to play with. Why? You can't process all of this shit at the same time. So, I guess that's it. Bye, nigga. Oh, hey, look, I know I told you bye, but you know what I'm saying? October the 31st, if you do see this shit and you're in and around the surrounding areas of Shreveport, Bossier, Louisiana, yeah, kicking it with the ancestors. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get it in. We're gonna have motherfucking Miss Kiara will be here doing a big stupid ass discount on motherfucking live readings and shit. You know what I'm saying? You get them bitches for $10. You can get your own personal reading. You know what I'm saying? $10 readings, $10 consultations. You know what I'm saying? Nigga gonna barbecue and some shit. We're gonna have some motherfucking some food for the vegans and whatnot. If that is what it is that you want. I don't think I showed the people this shit. Yeah, put that nigga on the shit so they can see it one time. Shango back there. Put that nigga back up. Anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know that please come out, bro. This shit gonna be beautiful, bro. You know what I'm saying? We got a bonfire and shit. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna post something to the ancestors. You know what I'm saying? And just give thanks for where we came from, as well as those that have already did this motherfucking journey and that is continuing to help push us forward. Alright? So, I wanted to just say all of that shit. Nigga ain't always like this. Actually, I kinda am. You know what I'm saying? But it's a method to the madness. You know what I'm saying? I need more love in my life. So it's gonna be a whole bunch of love going on for Halloween night. The veil is thin, which is, it was just said, I wanted to say, I'm listening to some other little shit, but it just reiterated. I wanted to say that the veil being thin, you ain't gonna have to deal with too much ego. You're gonna be able to really get in touch with yourself. And even with the other example that I used in today's little video and shit, that was just a battle with the fucking ego. You know what I'm saying? Just due to an individual being scared, not getting past that shit. So, if you wear masks, you know what I'm saying? If you're dealing with some things, boom, this is where we're gonna start this shit out. You know, individuals may not know me personally, you know what I'm saying? Because it may have been that I had a fucking mask on, which was, I ain't been motherfucking cussing motherfuckers out, or not necessarily cussing individuals out, but this is how I speak. And it's not towards anyone in particular. And I keep looking right, I look right here because that's what my face is on the thing. I can't look at the little green like button shit thing. That make me cross-eyed and shit. Like, who is this nigga over here looking at the other thing? But yeah, so, please come out, bro. Shit gonna be fire. You know what I'm saying? The vibes and shit is gonna be here. Both of them. Yeah. You know? Bye. I ain't gonna talk about